today about the two projects that are ongoing at IIIT Kottayam. So yeah, I have to say a few words about myself. Yes, as Manoj also told that I am taking care of this AIC-IIIT Kottayam as well as MSME Incubation Center. These are the two incubation centers where the startups come forward and they develop their products, and we are more focusing on IoT cloud related topics. Yeah, prior to that, I have also organized a few projects and so on, and also PhD guidance and so on. So I hope you could view my slides, right? Yeah, okay. So the very great mission, basically, I follow is to know young minds, basically. So that's the major idea behind my work here. Fundamentally, I have the idea of developing lots of products. So what kind of product, how these products could be developed. So this can be easily developed with the help of young minds. And now it's a right time because we have two incubation centers and the startups are also lined here. So it is now creating a sort of very good ecosystem for the product development. If we if you are not developing products for the development of the society, I think it might be a miss for the larger community in the later stages. So what we basically do, we are focusing on societal problems. So societal problems could be like water scarcity problem or energy scarcity problem, transportation, air quality, women inequality, then non-uniform economic status, even religious conflict. So in all these aspects, if the startup or if the entrepreneur or an innovator, could be a student innovator, if they wants to develop something related to this field with the help of IoT, we are ready to help them. Of course, we know that they might not have sufficient business model, or they might not have a proper networking or a team, or they would not have sometimes the proper international connections or the management. So so potentially we are searching for such kind of people, and what we do, we will try to assist them to provide the technology more specifically towards the IoT, cloud, as well as AI topics. And we try to help them, we try to motivate them, and we try to find the funding that might be more beneficial for them. So this is the major goal, that is basically to incubate the young minds, because we all know in business, once when you start a startup, it starts to grow with some passion, and then slowly tries to go to the valley of death, right? There is a concept of valley of death. So it tries to go down, and then if you are there and if you could not survive, then it will become a problem. So what we as incubation centers at AIC-IIIT Kottayam as well as MSME Incubation Center, what we try to do is we are trying to bridge this gap. So can we pad you with some kind of money or support you with this, your business idea, so that you doesn't fail at the initial stage. So this is how we try to do. So our incubation model basically tries to bring the government industries, or government industries in the sense like it could be Bell, or it could be CDAC, or it could be some government organizations, CSA, or several laboratories are there, or it could be commercial, some companies, or some people who wants to have such products, or R&D sectors or solution analysis. So we bring all these people here, and we try to provide them market analysis. First, we if they are willing to develop something in terms of IoT cloud topics, then we bring them, we assess them, and we start to do some sort of market analysis, and then we try to show the prototyping, how we could design the prototype for them. We have few setup like 3D printing and printers and so on. So with that, we try to show the model how it can be implemented. And of course, finally, we connect them with the network of the team. Yeah, so this is how the flow of the people who comes into the system gets the product at the end. And we have organized a few of those developments or activities at our center. Couple of those are more focusing on students of different engineering institutions. And if you see the facilities, of course, it has maker space. Maker space in the sense, you can start to develop something there with some tools that are there. And training rooms are there. We can bring them there and train them to even give presentations and so on. One business center as well as showcase center and the reception and conference hall. This is the facility what I want to show that AIC-IIIT Kottayam already has at the size of around 10,000 square meter. So 10,000 square meter is it's quite sufficient for us for housing around 25, 30 startup companies. We already have 23 startup companies, private limited companies that are functioning at our location for developing IoT related products. So fundamentally, what IoT mean is very basically, if you see, it's Internet of Things. So Internet basically had been for connecting people, connecting computing nodes or mobile devices. But now we are trying to extend the Internet to things, right? So for example, your bench, your desk, your fan would talk to each other. Your fridge would talk to you, or you are walking nearby your store, and immediately you could get the message saying that yeah, you have to purchase something like this. This seems to be the cheapest shop or economical shop for you. It should identify and it should provide that kind of information to you, and it should help you in that way. So there are a lot of possibilities, several domains where we could think of IoT. Even in public speech, like for example, politician wants to speak to the large audience, right? Typically, what could happen? Maybe a small sentence of what he narrates in the large mass can go with confusions, and it could create the downfall of the total political party. And if he would be assisted with a mobile device, getting the inspiration or getting the feeling of or the emotions of different people, capturing from different cameras, and if it is indicating to his mobile phone saying that oh, this statement is not good, so you should try to change it. So if such kind of information comes to him, immediately he could change the sentence in the next talk or following speech, right? So this kind of inspirational thing, such kind of devices or solutions are not yet available, and or in the classroom, for example, if a student is not listening properly, or in the online device online classes, if someone is not really attending, he has just switched on the video and he has gone somewhere, right? If some sort of information is available that could highlight what is the problem or what could be done to the talk, one who provides the talk, it would definitely create a value to the people. Of course, we provide that kind of support for all people who does are willing to develop such kind of product. Of course, with a lot of connections that we already have established at our incubation center. Of course, Dare to Start is also here. And we also have several few official as well as unofficial good collaborations. And we are constantly trying to create that kind of connections, because we understood that incubation center, the support for the business in terms of IoT will definitely will not become successful without a good collaboration. So what you could do, or how you can proceed with our incubation center is, you can come forward with joint product development. So if you want to develop a product, we are already specializing in this IoT cloud field. So if you want to develop such kind of product, you could join with us. Or like hackathon, product expo, join marketing. We already have created some networks. We could do that. We could have some sort of consultancy for startups, right? And yeah, always we are looking for some sort of MOUs in this line. Talking about these two incubation centers, MSME, which is micro, small, medium enterprises, which is a separate funding agency of Government of India. They have approved around 21 incubation centers, and we are one among them in India. So this particular incubation center is, the funding agency is ready to provide or support business ideas, and each business idea, for example, you have a novel idea, you want to now get some money for starting your business. So you could submit such ideas, and it would be evaluated in 2 levels. And if it is successful, each business idea will be able to attract around 15 lakhs. That should be sufficient for you to go to the next level, where we have connections with very leading companies, including Reliance Jio. Reliance Jio, as you all know, it's having a business evaluation of around 1 lakh, some 75,000 crore investment in their business. So our startups are also getting such opportunities to get tied up with such companies. And then, so our incubation center in MSME can support, or we are eligible to support like 10 business ideas per year. This is just for innovators. It could even be for a student. It could be for a faculty of an institute in an engineering college. It could be for a citizen of India. So this is open to anyone who is having the innovation idea. And we can nurture them, nourish them, and with the help of entrepreneurial network through leading companies like Dr.Start and so on, we can definitely reach the global market also. Then we have AIC-IIIT Kottayam. This is more focusing towards startups. Startups in the sense it is only for private limited companies. So private limited companies are not just innovators. They have to be slightly in the next level, that is the mature level, where they should have at least 2 directors in their company, and it should be registered in Government of India under that industrialization scheme. So under this incubation center, since AIC-IIIT Kottayam is functioning as a Section.8 company, all these companies, startup companies, can get registered here. And of course, there is a pay for that, but the benefits what you can get out of AIC-IIIT Kottayam will be even further, far better than what you can earn from, or what you can get from the MSME Business Incubation Center. So here we focus on pure startups, right? And more specifically towards IoT. Here, there are time to time some openings where we are able to suggest them to get around 1 crore for their business, provided if they are successful. So initially it will be like, they will be trained with a lot of programs and so on. After that, they get some ideas and some through pitching and so on, they normally do this. So what you do here, basically the pitching and so on, is definitely very important aspect that people do to normally attract 1 crore rupees at the end in the incubation processes. So other schemes like AIM IDEX, I think Manoj also is aware of this, because he also joined this program earlier. AIM IDEX is the defense program where they have invited innovators to develop products for the benefit of the defense sector of India. So this is also happening through our business incubation center. So all candidates, if you are interested to develop such kind of a product, you can come forward. So Yeah, I am just done with my talk. Of course, the talk is not related to more related to IoT because IoT is a big subject. I'm teaching it for a semester, right? It is not possible to bring all the IoT topic in within one field, but I definitely can say you that students are coming here for 6 weeks program, 4 weeks program. They are coming, they are developing the product, and they are getting benefited. So you are also invited for this. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sajulin. I think this is really important. I wish I would have been going back in my age and college, right? So,
Yeah.
uh, back then, I can tell you that we never. I think we were in the same time, right? So, we never had that kind of a facility. Now, the
Yeah.
facilities are just enormous. It's increasing, but I really grateful for such initiatives from taken by you. I know that you are really pushing it. You are collaborating internationally. That is one collaboration that we have started with Dare to Start. Actually, that is the one initiative. Just to mention what Sajulin has said, that this kind of hackathon is basically a gateway for you guys to not only tap into the Indian ecosystem, startup ecosystem, but also the European ecosystem, the German ecosystem. You really have take this opportunity. This is one of the best opportunities you ever have got, I would say. Again, thank you, Sajulin. We'll definitely clap for you. But now I will hand it over to Jagdish.
Okay.
Jagdish, please.
Yeah, thanks, Manoj. Thank you, Shajulin. Great talk. I mean, I was talking to some of your students yesterday, and they were telling how much you inspire them for, if they are in 4 years of engineering, they're
Yeah.
following your dream, like, and it's not the initiatives that bring people forward. It's a passionate people like you who make things happen. Thank you, Shajulin, once again.
Thank you so
So
much.